Hey everybody, I'm Green, and I'm going to be instructing you on how to use File Alpaca. So just X out of this, you won't need that for what we're trying to do. If you're like trying to draw and stuff, you won't need this. Trust me. And for for, like, you can't draw it now. See, you can't draw anything. Yeah, can't draw anything. Not good. So you want to go to File, and if you have something that you can open, like you already worked on something, or you want to like have a reference, you hit Open, and then you can bring that in. But if you're just starting off, hit New, and then mess around with this. Like it's usually it's supposed to be 1200 and then 1600, but I changed it to 1300 because it just feels more comfortable to me. But if that complicates things for you, you don't have to change it. It's not mandatory. So, see, as you can see, this is what it used to be, and this is what it was before that. I did not like this, so I changed to this. This felt too weird, so I just changed to this, and that this felt right for me. But hey, whatever is right for you, change it to that. Now, I'm gonna be showing you these 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the most important buttons. Those are the most important buttons. I don't really know why they're here. They don't really do anything. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure they don't do anything. So I'm not gonna go over these just to save time. So this is how you add layer. You start off with a layer, but this is how you add a layer. And now this is how you switch layers. You just click on them. And if you wanna let me see. And then this layer you want. See, when I click on it, it goes away. It's on that layer, and this goes away if it's on that layer. And if you wanna, let me add a layer. If you want to delete a layer, you just hit the trash can to delete it. Basically, like hover over the layer, and then just click on it and delete it like that. Pretty simple. Now, if you want these to be on the same thing and on the same layer, well, first if you want a copy of this same layer, now if I want the top to be invisible, I have to go here and here because it's on the bottom. Wait. Oh yeah, see? You see how this is layer 2? So everything that was on layer 2 is on this layer 2 as well. So, like, if I want to take away that, I have to make them both invisible. Because if this is still on that one, and it's still on the other one. So, but if I want to just make these both into one, hitting this button turns this layer, and it combines it into the layer under it. So if I hit this, now both of the layer 2s are in layer 1. So, like, if I combine both of these, you see how it didn't go away, but it went away on here, but it didn't go away here? That's because they're on the same layer now. So now if I want to take my eraser, I can erase them both now because they're on the same layer. But when they weren't on the same layer, this is the back button, by the way. If I want to erase something on this layer, I can't because it's on a different layer, but I can erase this. See? Now, this is just brush size. I'm not going to go over this too much. It's pretty straightforward. You just click on the brush size you want. And this is the actual, like, this is what it looks like. So you just click on it. And you spin this around and choose a color. Spin this around to choose the hue. And spin this around and choose, like, the darkness and the lightness and stuff like that. The darkness, the darkness and the brightness, sorry. This is the color code for whatever color you made. So, like, if I wanna I need a nice big color like this. Not eraser. See, nice and pink. And so, if you have if you know the color numbers, you can just see copy VIN or paste. If I went into Google and looked up the color number for whatever color I wanted to make it, I just paste it and it would turn that color. So, that's that. If there's a lot of different brushes, I'm not gonna go over these. If you get it, you'll be able to try them all out. But airbrush, eraser, pen, there's a whole bunch of brushes. I'm not gonna go over that too much. But if you wanna go over that, you can. But I'm not going. If you wanna look at that, you can. Let me see. Anything important over here. These, if you want to, like, let me see. Alright, I can't show you these because, the thing for the video's in the way. Hold on. Yeah, I can't get to it, but actually, yes, I can. Hold on. Control. Oh, I was not supposed to do that. Alright. Upcoming content. Get excited. Get excited. But that's not what I wanted to show you yet. You were not supposed to see that, but it's alright. Just a little teaser for what's coming up on the channel. So I can't really get to these right now, but usually you would just click on it and then select, like drag it around, and then complete the circle, and then everything in the circle will be highlighted, and then you would just hit Control T, or you'd go all the way up to select, and then, you know, Control T, and then click this, you know how it is. Alright, so Control T does that, so now I can bend it, stretch it, everything on this layer. And if you separate it by layer, you can do this, but if I combine the layers and then do both of them, then I can move both of them. Let me just combine these layers after I do this. So, like, if I want to rotate it, I would go to, like, this. Well, if I want to rotate it, you see how you gotta wait, drag it down until you see this. Then, now when I move it, when you see the little, like, reticle turn like two arrows pointing at each other, that means you can turn it and twist it however you want. If it's like a little bit too long, there. If you want it bigger on both sides, there. If you want to grow both at the same time, then you got this button which does that, you see. And if you want to, bam, now it's like that, bam, 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 you see that. Alright, now if you do something backwards, flip, now it's right, now it's exactly how you want it. And then these are just like, you know, just graphics, really. It's not really important. I mean, I get if you want it to be important, it can be, but honestly, I just use the regular one that comes with. I don't change it that much. So that's basically the rundown of everything you really need to know. That's just the important stuff, we think. Oh, one more thing. Actually, no. Yeah, one more thing. So this is everything. Actually, no, I'm gonna show you how to customize your hotbar. See, this is my ideal setup. I like it because everything that needs to be big is big. Everything that needs to be little is little. So, like, if I wanted to move this, I could just grab it and drag it all the way over here. And you see how it gives me all these options of where I could put it? I could put it in between here if I wanted to. I could put it at the very tippy top, you see? I could put it anywhere I want. So that way, but I like it down here. But yeah, you can move anything anywhere you want, just so that you can make it. It's very customizable, and I like that because it allows you to do. How do I put this? It allows you to have everything like where you want it, If you're trying to find something, it has everything perfect, and I really, really like that. So, let me see. So, like, let's say, let's say you just want the color over here. You can just drag it down there, bam. Now it's down there. I don't know why you would want that, but if you want it, you can do it. But if you just want them miscellaneous, like just hanging out here, then you pop that, and now you could just have it in the corner, and then change it like that, and then if you X out of it by accident, don't worry, there is a way to get it back. You go all the way up to window, and you see if it's not checked, then it's not showing up here. So you just want to check it, and then now it's back, and then you can put it wherever you want on the thing. So, let me just bring this back. Alright. That's pretty much it. I mean, there is a lot of brushes to choose from, and I don't want to show you all of them. I'll show you the ones that you oh, you can move these as well, see? Like if I want the eraser all the way down here, you can move it wherever you want. That's what I like about Fire Alpaca. It's very flexible with what you want to do. So let's say, pen 30, actually no, feeling risky today. 500. Yeah, 500. And then I'm gonna do red and blue. Bam. Oh no, not the eraser. Wait, what? Hold on, wait. Is it on the? Oh, it's on the eraser brush. I'm dumb. All right, now, nice big 500. Red. Now you got blue, and I want to take it all the way back to red. Bam, 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 ba bam, bam, bam. Now, oh, but let's say, oh no, I messed it up. I moved it all the way there. How am I gonna get back to this color? I don't want everything to be mismatched. Oh no. Don't worry. They thought of that. So it's called the eyedropper tool. So once you have it selected, click on the color you want to take. Then it just magically, not magically, but zooms to that color that you already had. So now I can continue with this color. But I'd switch back, click red, and then switch back to pen. And now, bam, back to red. Airbrush. I use airbrush a lot. Because it really helps blend. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Like, if I want to go to this layer and make this layer invisible, no. Alright, so you just want to draw that. I'm gonna make it 500 again. Yeah. See? Like that. Now it's all red. And you see how, like, gets lighter as it hits the edge? That's very important. You want to keep that account. So, bam, take that out, take that on. See how it shows up? Alright, now, take that, grab this color, switch back to pen, and go back to your other layer, make this layer invisible, make this layer visible. But now, what you got is you can create gradients. And gradients are really important because if you zoom all the way in, now, if you go to the middle of where you airbrushed on each side, in the very, very, very middle, there is a mixture of the two colors that you were trying to make. So, if you want a perfect mixture of the two colors, well, not perfect, but as close to perfect as you'll get, you want to do that, and then bam, bam. You can you like drag your fingers across the screen to make it bigger and smaller, like you're crushing something with your two fingers to make it smaller, and then open your two fingers to make it bigger. So that's what I'm doing. And now you take this purple, and you just want to put it on there, but on pen, so there. See? Now you have a thing. But if you want to blend one color into another, like, let's go back. Alright, so let's say I want to blend these two together, like I did this. Airbrush is really good for, like, blending. So, let me show you. If I want to blend the blue with this, I'll take the blue, grab it, and then just switch back to airbrush 500, and then just boom, lightly. I don't know why there's like a red X. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Alright, now. See that? Now, instead of that big choppy, it turns into another color, and that's it. Look at that. You see how that gradient? That's what airbrush is really good for. So if you want to use airbrush, then do that. It really helps. And what else? Let's find out together. Um, there's smudge. Smudge is another good one because it helps blending. Like it can turn something choppy like that to like blended. I need to make it bigger. 500, yeah. Look at that. See, it's a substitute for the airbrush tool. It doesn't do it as well, but it still gets the job done. And now, oh, this is the forward space. So if you ask, yeah, this is the redo and undo, not forward space. Sorry. So you see how it just goes back to blurry. So if you undid something and you want to redo it, then you just hit that button. Pretty straightforward. Okay, now mix. It basically takes the two colors that is on and mixes those together. So it's basically my method from earlier, but as a brush. I don't really use it that often, but I mean, do what you want. Mix, same thing. Mix 2, it does the same thing, just slightly differently. And then what's another one that would be good to learn? A lot of these are pretty useless, but some of them are really good. But actually, I wouldn't say useless. They're very situational, I'd say. But blur, same thing. But it's like on a much smaller scale. But yeah, so see, it's basically smudge, but honestly better. Alright. Yeah, if you want to draw fur, this is the brush I use, but it's honestly really hard to tell. Symmetry. Sorry. The symmetry is a really good brush. It's like it's like this. It's like that old soak game that I used to play. It's basically that. And symmetry. I move these differently, but they're not supposed to look like that. But it's not like they're not supposed to, but they don't look like that when you have it. It won't be in this exact order. I moved a lot of stuff around. And then this is the other one. So yeah, if you want to do like a cool pattern or something on a shirt or like something like that, there you go. And let's see what else is here. I don't use these ever. I literally went one day and just went through all the brushes, and you guys should do that too. As soon as you get Fire Alpaca, once you figure everything out, one of the first things you should do is go through all the brushes and just see like which ones you're gonna be using the most, and just figuring out what they all do. Like that. See, it's an alpaca brush. Really silly, not very productive. You won't be using that often unless you really want to, but most people don't really use it that much. This is just a different alpaca brush. I'm just showing you these so, you can just see. But this one, see, it like bends them to however you draw. So like that, you can do like a full circle like that. See, just alpaca brushes. Not really that useful, but it's a good little addition for people who, I guess, really like alpacas. I don't know. Particle. Particle is a good one. Whatever color, it just makes random particles of that color. Really good one. You should use it. Leaf 2 is good. Hold on. Leaf 2 is really good. Not Leaf 1, and I'll show you why. I'm gonna do what pops up, but green will pop really good. Alright. No, there's no opacity. Why is it like so? Alright, yeah, see? But this is Leaf 1. It looks kind of good, but the leaves look weird, man. They're like really weird. See? Up close. That's what they look like. I don't particularly like them, but I guess If you want like them to be really small, then you can do whatever you want, I guess. But leaf 2, if I'm drawing like a tree or something, I use leaf 2 more. They just look better to me. But it's all preference, really. I don't really use a lot of the other brushes. So yeah, that's a little tutorial on how to use Fire Alpaca. I hope to see you guys drawing soon. Um, Actually, one more thing. This is to make sure, like, you see how one-sided that is? Like, once I flipped it, you can see how, oh, dang, everything's slanted to one side once you flip it, you see? And you're probably like, oh no, what if I flip it too much and forget which side flipped? Well, you see how it's not, like, selected? That means it's not flipped. When I click it, it's selected, which means it is flipped. So that's the opposite of what it's supposed to look like. So that's how you tell. Zoom in, zoom out, but you can also honestly do that with your fingers. But this is for most of the buttons are for people who don't have a touch screen. Mine is touchscreen, but if you don't, then you just use the button, zoom in, zoom out, all that good stuff. And then if you want to turn it like, but not fully, just bam. Oh, and you want to turn it back. Oh, yeah, turn it back like that. And then this, yeah. And you can control how much it's turned with this little slider. Like that. There are a lot of different sizes of these brushes, and if you want it to look like the background, like the original background it was, this color is what that is. So, look, see, I'm gonna use pen. All right, bam, see that? Now it looks just like a clear background. But oh no, I just erased my whole thing. What am I gonna do? Hit the backspace like I showed you guys, and now everything you want to be here is back. All right, now. Once you selected something, you can use this to drag it, and yeah, that's it. The select buttons. In the future, I'll do a better tutorial on the select buttons and things like that, but I just wanted you guys to keep in mind that I am learning how to use this too. I'm learning with you guys, so when I learn something new, I'll post it and show you guys how to do it. So if this tutorial was bad, it's because I'm learning as well. This is the end of the video. Bye guys, have an amazing day, and I hope you guys are excited for the new content.